for you, the greatest discovery is that your consciousness levels have risen quite considerably in the last few years. Knowledge is useful but not in itself your passport to ascension. Through living the highest concept you have of yourself, you are setting your goals to become that which is your destiny. You are also helping raise the levels of the mass consciousness, and that attracts even more souls so that in the end a large number of you ascend. You will also find that you can rise above the pull or attraction of the lower energies. They are no longer part of you when you seek a higher expression of yourself. What did satisfy you in this lifetime is no longer necessarily fulfilling, as you have become more sensitive to that which is creating discord or discontent. You will continue to disassociate yourself from the lower vibrations, and that can also affect the nature of your friendship with other people. You will seek those with whom you find harmony and can share your outlook on life. You will understand that it is a natural separation, as you find it easier to share your joy and happiness with like kinds. The third dimension has long exalted the joys of drugs, alcohol, and sex, all of which when excessively used become highly addictive and lower your vibrations. The dark ones are aware of this and encourage such indulgence, as it takes you away from the real issues in your life that you should be concentrating upon. Certainly you came into life to experience, but many of you have become locked into the lower aspects and do not move on. As you know by now, like attracts like, and you draw to you those souls that are very likely at a similar level to yourself. The choice often is whether you pull each other further down, or are able to uplift each other. Naturally, there are karmic issues often involved, but for every soul that has fallen, there are always opportunities to make your way back. Never look upon yourself as unworthy or beyond help, as it is always there if you take the first step to lift yourself up again. In these end times, many souls have taken on several challenges to enable them to be ready to ascend. It is the final clearing of karma collected over many lives, and sometimes you have to be strong to clear it. With ascension in mind, every effort you put in is well worthwhile. You will sense when you have overcome your challenges, as a sudden calmness enters your lives and much relief is experienced as though a great weight has been removed from your shoulders. Often it involves other souls with whom you have had to make peace, and have been unable to move forward until an act of forgiveness is achieved. Set judgment aside and forgive and forget, as the lessons from it will remain with you so that you continue to learn from that experience. Look upon life as play acting and realize that once the curtain comes down, you all become friends once again. In the future, such problems do not exist, as the dimension you will be in is one of complete harmony and balance. With your ascension approaching very quickly, bear in mind that it is not dependent on the physical changes taking place on Earth, but there are essential steps to be taken if Mother Earth is to be ready for her own ascension. Ascension is ongoing and cannot be prevented from taking place. It is a process of galactic proportions in which you nevertheless have an important role. Once you move forward, everything else can also do the same, and you can look at it this way as the last piece of the jigsaw puzzle to make it complete. It is why space beings from all over the universe assemble to witness your ascension. Various actions are making progress, and we closely monitor how they are proceeding. Be assured whatever needs to be completed before ascension will be done so, even if we have to play a bigger part than initially thought necessary. We are under divine instructions to help you be ready at the appropriate time, and are in cooperation with many other higher beings. No source has deemed it necessary for you to do it all yourself, and it was always going to be a joint effort. After all, we have been with you on and off for thousands of years, drifting in and out mainly to assist Mother Earth. With the demise of Lemuria and Atlantis, you might guess that there were times when our expertise was required. Your civilization was not necessarily certain to end its cycle without a calamity, and a number of times came close to annihilating itself. You did in fact what earlier ones did, and became enamored with power and weapons of mass destruction. It results from a lack of appreciation of how dangerous nuclear devices are, and a scientific fraternity that will experiment before first understanding what the results are likely to be. When the first atomic bomb was exploded, your scientists knew there was a chance it could blow up the world, but still went ahead. Normally you have to experience the stupidity of your waywardness, otherwise you would not learn from anything you do. However, when your actions have threatened other civilizations, we have had to intervene. The advent of your nuclear age was a clear signal to the universe that you possess the ability not to just blow yourselves up, but also Mother Earth. This time round, it was not going to be allowed, as all souls were to be given an opportunity to ascend. We know that when you look around you, you are convinced that some souls are unaware of what is about to happen. We will, however, assure you that before incarnating into this period of time, every soul was made aware of its importance. Even although some souls elected not to ascend, they still wanted to experience the energies. It is the reason why you need not concern yourself about others, as they will end up exactly where they are meant to be by their own choice. I am Kenneth from Sirius, and will mention that we intend to uncloak more of our craft, so that you are aware that our great fleet is all around you. What you will see are members of the Galactic Federation of Light getting ready for more open displays. It is an act of friendship on our part that is done with our blessings for you all.